to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wildcats offense has the ball first today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's McGooligan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Banks.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throwing on the run. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing, it's another thing. Great start for the offense.
So Oklahoma State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackler. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Boots' his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Offense working from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. They go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. right back to him on first down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go, here we go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Quarterback gets the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Give to the single back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go right back to it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Kansas State has it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Fierce the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Turning it on. Take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cowboys.
QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Makes the grab. It's McGooligan.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm there.
At the 45 on his way. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. It's a 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's McGooligan. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of way. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Finds us back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the 1st. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A little release to the back. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On the run, it's Banks. Moving past the 25. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Bunch formation for these receivers. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. On first and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of... Touchdown, Kansas State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Heaves it deep. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up to the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down. Got his man to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. They'll send out the kicker here. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Spins away from the defense. Out of 30 mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They'll snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Lindsey. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Whips it out to the back. Makes his man miss. Oh, another great move. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Right on the money. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Boone. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. They'll run play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Lindsey. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Direct snap. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Inside the 50, the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 32 over Mississippi State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this. Fires deep toward the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Banks. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have...
Breaks into the open. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for the big play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play and